We're here today with Senator Ken Yager. Ken is our 2019 Conservation Legislator for his work on the issues of Asian carp and scenic rivers. And one of the things, Senator, that I know we worked together on last year that was important to the state, all across the state, was the issue of Asian carp. Yes. And you took that on very seriously and actually approached the governor and had a discussion with him about that. What are your feelings about what we need to do with Asian carp and things like along that line around the state?
Well, I first of all thank you for this recognition. I certainly appreciate the award. I'm honored by it, as a matter of fact. The invasion of our Tennessee waterways by Asian carp is one of the most serious ecological and economic issues that we have as a state. And number one, if left unattended, the invasion of Asian carp is going to decimate the feeding areas for our indigenous fish in Tennessee, for example. And one day, the very thing that brings people to Tennessee for recreational fishing will be gone. And so we must find a way to control it. The Kentucky Lake is in serious trouble now, and those fish are making their way eastward. And we've got to, we're working with the governor, with you folks who are doing a great job, TVA and TWRA as well. We're working together to try to find remedies for this, and there's a range of solutions, all of which are very expensive, hence the state's involvement, because the state will have to help find the funds to provide locks or barriers to keep these carp out of the East Tennessee waters. And we worked hard last year and we did get the governor's attention on it, and the job's not through. We'll continue to work on it in the coming fiscal year. Of course, our efforts have been stymied somewhat because of the revenue shortfalls due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but we're stymied, but we're not dismayed.
Not deterred.
Not deterred, great word, and we'll continue this fight. It's just too important to walk away from it.
It is, and you represent a very rural district in our
Yes.
state, and we know that's a focus of Governor Lee's administration, and those rural river counties are really taking it hard in West Tennessee. So thank you for your leadership there. The other issue that's a little bit more positive and fun to talk about that I think you and I both have a strong love and agreement of is scenic rivers.
Yes.
And you've played a very big role in getting some new designations on scenic rivers in your district. Would you share with us a little bit about that work?
Oh, I'm glad to do that. We in Ray County, which is in my district, and then adjacent Bledsoe County, we were able to get portions of what is called Soak Creek, a beautiful meandering river through that part of the state, declared a scenic river to protect it. It's the waterway, the banks, and the tree-lined shores from encroachment, and to preserve that pristine environment for the future generations. That, as we were chatting about before we started the interview, to me that's one of the greatest achievements that I count in my terms here, is to preserve those waterways in their pristine form for future generations.
Well, there are a lot of people that appreciate the work you did on that. And I know it's hard to realize, but you've protected in the Scenic River effort you've done, it's about an entire watershed. It's not just a piece of water. It's really, you've done three, I think, in sequence, and that's a total watershed in the Scenic Rivers Program, which is fantastic. So just want to say thank you for all the work you've been doing, and we look forward to working with you moving into the future so we can tackle some of these big problems.
Well, you're quite welcome, but thank you too and the Federation for your work, because we couldn't be where we are without the work that you've done. So we're grateful.
Appreciate those kinds of words. Thank you.